Hello and welcome to News Updates on Value Chain TV. I am Chat Moses with the news. The federal government has launched additional enhanced e-passport facilities at select Nigerian embassies in Italy, Spain, Greece, Austria and Switzerland. Minister of Interior, Dr. Olubunmi Tunji-Ojo in Rome, Italy, during an unveiling ceremony, said the new passport processing centers are part of efforts to streamline passport processing and acquisitions for Nigerians residing in the diaspora. The Public Relations Officer of the Nigerian Immigration Service, Dr. Dotun Aridegbe, disclosed that the advanced travel document offers 3 categories: a 32-page 5-year validity category, a 64-page 5-year validity category, and a 64-page 10-year validity category for only adults. Khadija Jibril completes the report.
Tunji-Ojo, who was represented by the Acting Comptroller General of Immigration, Caroline Wura Ola Adepoju, announced the phased rollout of the enhanced e-passport in Europe. The Phase 1 includes Spain, Greece, Austria, Switzerland and Italy, as officially introduced in Rome on Monday, while Phase 2 is scheduled to be implemented by the end of the week. Mr. Tunji-Ojo added that the e-passport complies with all standards set by the International Civil Aviation Organization, positioning Nigeria as the first country in Africa and the 5th worldwide to embrace this technological achievement. He noted that the enhanced e-passport will reduce process delays in Europe, provided, in his words, applicants adhere strictly to application guidelines, including utilizing the online application and payment platform and ensuring the synchronization of their passport application data with their national identification number. For Value Chain TV, Khadija Jibril.
President Bola Ahmed Tinubu has approved the appointment of 3 new executive commissioners and the redeployment of 1 current executive commissioner to serve in the Nigerian Upstream Petroleum Regulatory Commission, NUPRC, pending their confirmation by the Nigerian Senate. The appointment was made public through a statement issued by the Special Advisor to the President on Media and Publicity, Chief Ajuri Nglale in Abuja. The statement revealed that Mr. Bashir Indabawa, representing the Northwest Zone, is the Executive Commissioner of Exploration and Acreage Management, with Dr. Kelechi Ofuegbu, representing the Southeast Zone, redeployed as the Executive Commissioner of Corporate Service and Administration, while Mr. Enorense Amadasu, representing South-South Zone, is the Executive Commissioner of Development and Production, and Mr. Babajide Fashino, representing the Southwest Zone, is the Executive Commissioner of Economic Regulation and Strategic Planning. According to the statement, the President approved the reshuffling and replacements based on his deeply informed assessment of all factors concerning the sector, to establish a regulatory framework and culture that comprehensively encourages diligence and rules-based business practice across the industry. The Nigerian Upstream Petroleum Regulatory Commission, NUPRC, has said that it is considering 26 to 30 regulations that must be put in place to effectively implement the Petroleum Industry Act. Head of Compliance and Enforcement, Kingston Chikwendu, disclosed these at an ongoing stakeholder engagement on draft regulations.
The governance of industry, will be conducted going forward is that in issuing regulations by the Commission, that the Commission should hold consultations with stakeholders and players in the industry. This is actually provided for in Section 261 of the Petroleum Industry Act. So what you're seeing today is practicalization of that provision of the Act, which mandates the industry, or the regulator, in this case the NUPRC, to consult with members of the public and stakeholders in the industry before making any regulations.
The Commission commenced a stakeholder engagement and consultation on draft regulations to deliberate on the adoption of 2 new regulations and amendment of another before the final implementation. The 3-day engagement, which is ongoing at Transcorp Hilton in Abuja, seeks to consult industry players' opinions on the draft regulations before final conclusions are made and passed into law. The NUPRC has already adopted some recommendations, including the draft Upstream Petroleum Code of Conduct and Compliance Regulations, draft Nigerian Upstream Petroleum Administrative Harmonization, and draft amendment to the Nigerian Upstream Petroleum Host Community Development Regulation. Value Chain spoke to some stakeholders at the event.
There should be law, there should be rule and regulation, there should be policy that are formulated before appointment. So that if you appoint before the law, those appointed, we arrest the law to suit their position. So the laws should be made before appointment.
There are two major things that we are talking about here. One is talking about audited reports. The second one is talking about year-end reports. There are two different issues. For audited reports, my opinion on that is there is really no company that can be able to achieve its entire audit report as an oil and gas company and finish within max 6 months.
The Nigerian National Petroleum Company Limited and AITEO have launched a Nembe crude oil grade into the international market. The announcement was made in a statement issued by the NNPCL Chief Corporate Communications Officer, Olufemi Shoneye. The statement noted that the Nembe crude oil blend, the operator of the NNPC AITEO Oil Mining Lease 29 joint venture, was made at the ongoing Argos European Crude Conference in London. It further stated that the Nembe crude was previously blended with the popular Bonny Light grade and exported through the Bonny Oil and Gas Terminal. The Nigerian Artificial Intelligence Research Scheme has announced grants for researchers and startups in order to accelerate AI research and innovations in the country. The grant award will include up to 5 million naira for 45 AI researchers or startups, with the aim of driving the AI transformation agenda through those interested in research and innovations and artificial intelligence that support job creation and economic growth, improve government services, and have positive societal impact across Nigeria. That's it on the news update. Thanks for staying with us. I am Chat Moses.